President Donald Trump has consistently said that the affordability crisis is a hoax.
They have a new word, they always have a hoax. The new word is affordability. So they look at the camera and they say, this election is all about affordability.
But just last week, he took a series of actions that shows he's getting serious about affordability. My name is Garrett Downs. I'm a politics reporter with CNBC, and I've been covering Trump's focus on affordability. Affordability is top of mind for Americans. Take this poll from Marist that recently found that about 70% of Americans are reporting that their costs are too high, and that about 24% of Americans are saying that they're spending more every month than they're earning. Trump has enjoyed for the last year majorities in the House and the Senate, so that means he basically has complete control of anything that happens here in Washington. Those majorities are very thin. That means that Trump could lose a governing majority by January of next year if he doesn't start to turn polls his way. Some of the things that the president's proposing on affordability are things like a 10% cap on credit card interest, things like blocking big investors from buying up single-family rental housing, things like blocking defense contractors from issuing stock buybacks. And what's odd about this is these are all priorities that the progressive left has proposed for years, not necessarily conservatives like President Donald Trump. President Trump is going to need Congress if he wants to get any of these priorities that he's put forward through. The question is whether the president's going to have enough support from both Republicans and Democrats on the Hill. So far, he's had some takers, like Senator Elizabeth Warren. The president called her up the other day and said he wants to work on credit cards. She said she's game.
He raises the point about a cap on credit card interest rates, something that had come up in the speech, and that I've been working on for years, and that is trying to get interest rates down. And he said he wanted to work on that. And I said, great, let's get something done.
Another potential reason Trump could be doing this, as one member of Congress told us, is to distract from some things that have been getting a lot of attention, whether that's his appearance in files related to Jeffrey Epstein, the overthrow of Nicolas Maduro, the leader of Venezuela, or whether that's the president's persistent push to take control of Greenland, which has really upset our allies. This could backfire for Republicans several ways. One is, if they don't actually get any of this stuff done and the president promised it, that could make more people angry that the president has promised something that he hasn't delivered on. If the president strikes a deal with Senator Warren, a progressive Democrat no less, he gives Democrats something to run on and say, hey, look at what we did. We're not in the majority, but we still lowered your prices. This could be a bad thing for Democrats in the sense that they don't want to give the president a life raft on what they see as one of their best election year issues. Republicans hold razor-thin majorities in the House and the Senate. Those majorities are all at stake in the November midterm elections. If the president loses, he's gone so far as to say that a Democratic House would impeach him.